Good day everyone, welcome to Math with Teacher Justin. On today's topic, we're going to find the least common denominator.
Okay, so here are the steps in finding the least common denominator. So first is for you to list down all different denominators that appeared in your rational expression. Second step is for you to factor each denominator completely. Step 3. For each unique factor, compare the number of times it appears in each factorization. Write a factored form that includes each factor, greatest number of times it appears in the denominator factorization. Now let's proceed to our example. Let's have an example. For example, we're going to get the LCM of these two given monomial. So if you're given two monomials, get the prime factors of our numerical coefficient. So we will have 2 times 2 times 3 times a times b. And then for our second given, we're also going to do the same thing. We're going to get the prime factors. So we have 3 times 3 times a times b times b times b. And then next step is for us to get the common factor. Okay, so get the common factor. It will be counted as 1. Okay, counted as 1. So a, we have b, and then we will also include the other factors. So we have 2, and then 3, then a times a, then times b, and then times b. So almost all of your factors will be included for LCM. So let's multiply them all together. So we have 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. That is equal to 36. And for our variable a, so we have a. How many a's do we have? So we have 2, so a squared. And then for b, we have b cubed. So this will be our final answer. So let's have another example. For example, we're given this 2 expression and we're going to get the least common multiple of this 2 expression. So first thing that we need to do is to get the factor of our given. So for the first one, we cannot factor this anymore, so we will just copy x minus 3y. Okay, for the second given, we're going to factor. So since we can factor this, we're going to use common monomial factoring. So the factors will be 3 times x minus 3y. And then we get the common factor. So the common factor is x minus 3y. And then we will copy the other factor, which is positive 3. And then that will be our least common multiple. We can expand this by distributing 3 to each term. So we can have 3x minus 9y. So either way, I will consider the factored form and the expanded form. Okay, so we have two possible answers, the factored form or the expanded form. Okay, let's have another example. So for example, we're given this 2 expression and we're going to get the least common multiple of this 2 given expression. So first thing that we need to do is to factor each given. So for the first one, we have m plus 3. Since we cannot factor this anymore, we will just write m plus 3. And then for our second given, which is m minus 6. So since we cannot factor m minus 6, we will just write m minus 6. And then since they don't have any common factor, we will just copy the other factors. So we have m plus 3 and m minus 6. So our least common multiple will be the quantity of m plus 3 times the quantity of m minus 6. Or we can expand this to m squared minus 3m minus 18. We have the factored form or the expanded form. let's have another example. For example, we're going to get the least common multiple of these two expressions. So first we need to get the factored form of each given expression. So for the first given, okay, we can factor this using perfect square trinomial. So the factor will be x minus 4 times x minus 4. For the second expression, we can factor this using difference of two squares. So let's get the factor. We have x minus 4 and we have x plus 4. Okay, then after that, we're going to copy the common factor. We have this, and then, okay, so we copy the common factor, x minus 4. Okay, and then for the rest, we will just copy the other factors, x minus 4 and then x plus 4. And this will be our least common multiple. Okay, ayan. Or the expanded form, which is x cubed minus 4x squared minus 16x plus 64. Ayan.
Now that you already know how to find the least common denominator, it is your turn to try it. Please click the link in our description box below in order for you to test your skill. That's it for today. Again, I'm Teacher Justin. Goodbye, God bless, and stay safe. See you on my next video.